Good morning. Day 3. It is very foggy out there. We're going to try to expedite our pack up and getting onto the water. I don't see any sun yet. It is just foggy. I'll show you that here. But we want to get some miles down today. Tomorrow is expected rain, so we kind of want to stay out of that if we can help it. So I'm gonna have a quick breakfast. I'm gonna do just a cold water into granola and blueberries. I'll show you that, and then pack up fast and hopefully talk to you on the water. All right, guys. Hey guys, good morning. I'm packed up, and it was so kind of my neighbors, Rick and Frank. They offered to take my boat to the takeout down the way that is less rough than dropping it down this cliff, which was the plan. As of yesterday, it's a lot calmer down there. So they just left with the boat and said they're going to leave it there for me. I'm going to have breakfast because I haven't eaten yet, and I got to take my morning medications as well. So I'm going to do that here too. That's out of the way. Now we can make our breakfast, which I mentioned last night. It's just going to be granola with blueberries, and you don't have to cook any water. You just add the water, I should say, and then breakfast. So we'll take out the packet. Oh, that's my backup alarm for meds. Okay. Let's see how much water this wants. A half a cup. Okay. So let's see, what would that be? Half a cup is 4 ounces, and we're at the 22. Okay. So let's add some water. That's about right. You just add the water, stir it, and eat it right out of the pouch. I'm gonna seal it up and shake it. Ooh, we had a seal bust. Whoops. Well, that's enough. It's a little better. That's it's not appetizing looking. It doesn't look appetizing at all. Can you see that in there? Is it too dark? You can see. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's see how it tastes, and then we'll finish breakfast and get it moving. Well, it don't taste bad. It tastes like cereal. I'm gonna enjoy this river as I eat this. Okay. Portage. Well, I can't even say that now. So basically, those nice guys have already taken the boat, and now we are taking our backpack and cameras. Here we go. There she is. Really appreciate it, Rick and Frank, if you ever watch this. It was mighty neighborly of you. Take care.
Have fun, that's the thing.
Absolutely.
I'll be in contact.
Sounds good. Take care, Frank. Take care, Rick.
All right, Tom. It's a real pleasure.
Absolutely. You're the best neighbors I've ever had camping. Oh, there they go. Going down the Suwannee. Rick and Frank, great guys. It's great meeting them. And they were super kind and generous. And just because I allowed them to use my Sea-Tug wheels, Rick was so thankful that him and Frank, they portaged my boat to the launch here, which was awesome. Super awesome. So the situation is this. I have to get my boat down that, which is the easy part. But then you come here and I got to get it down this and down to the water. Okay, so we just got to do it. All right, well, that was the easy part. Now this is going to be the hard part. We're going to see how it goes. It's not as hard as I thought it would be, but it's still hard, especially holding the camera. See if I can put you all somewhere. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now we can pack it and we're good. It's a little slick in spots like that. Last trip. Oh boy. I was afraid to carry it because I didn't want to be off balance here and die. That's basically it. Here we are, back in the boat. Here she goes, into the water. I've lost my front line, still got my rear line. Okay. Almost all the way in, and it's all foamy. Okay. This is scary to me because I've never got in a boat that's got water under it, deep water. So this is my trial by fire. And here you just kind of lower your center of gravity and plop your butt down. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Here we go. Lower center of gravity. And then just plop your butt down, right? Okay. I'm in. That was easier than I built it up in my mind. So now, let's get all settled in here. Soap? No, just suds. Whew. Zip up our PFD. Oh. Yeah. Sleeves down. And whew. All right, guys, we're back on the water. All right, guys, here we go. Hope you can see that foam on the rear camera, because it is pretty neat. So let's see if I can. Yeah, see? It's neat. Fix you guys. All right, goodbye Big Shoals. We're gonna paddle on the left side of it. And we are off. Oh yeah, feels good to be back on the water. Beautiful limestone again. I see some big cypress. Here we are. All right, now we're gonna get out there in the middle and let it take us. Foam. Looks like snow or something, but it's just foam. It's crazy. Check it out. foam. So I was looking at the GPS, and Little Shoals is coming up before White Springs. So we saw big shoals. I'm not sure what's in store at Little Shoals, but we may get out of the boat and scout it, or we'll see when we approach if it's just kind of like what we went through on day one. So we'll see. It's very peaceful out here today. I'm just moving along about 3.5 to 4 miles per hour paddling. And again, we're going to try to take miles. We're going to take miles on, and try to get them. I have decided something last night. I was laying in my hammock and I was thinking, and this, I'm feeling this time pressure to get the mileage in so that I can reach Brantford by day 7. But I'm not getting the miles, right? So I was feeling this pressure and I don't like it. And I'm like, I just want to enjoy myself. So I decided last night, if I don't do 126 miles on the Suwannee River, that's fine. I'm going to do as many miles as I can in the 7 days that I have allotted. I am going to enjoy the 7 days of paddling, the 7 days of camping. Alligator. That's the first alligator I've seen. And he's getting in the water. Oh, he just disappeared in the water. But I can see his eyeballs. Getting my camera out. Oh, where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, man, I wish I got him on film. I did see his eyes, but he's gone under completely now. He's only, I don't know, from I would say maybe a 3.5 footer. But yeah, darn. That would have been awesome to get on film. I was too busy talking to the camera and you guys that I wasn't even paying attention. I could have saw him coming up. He was just out there sunning. So I will be watching for that now. The 7 days of camping. Alligator. That's the first alligator I've seen. He's getting in the water. Oh, Back to what I was saying. So I'm going to enjoy this trip. This time pressure I don't like. My outfitter is paid for, and they said if I need a takeout before Brantford, give them a call. So that was in case of emergency, or if something happens on the river, or I don't know, call it quits, which I don't consider it calling it quits. I consider 7 days worth of paddling and enjoying nature and camping, and what the Suwannee has to offer is better than trying to just paddle and missing the things around me because I have to be somewhere in 7 days. And I mean, I honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I'm slow or what, but I'm just not getting the miles that I was hoping for. So that's my new plan, and that's part of it, It just adapts to the situation. And that's the situation. I'd rather spend 7 days enjoying myself than 7 days trying to hustle and get to Brantford and get this 126 miles under my belt. So this will be 7 days on the Suwannee. It may not be 126 miles on the Suwannee, but we'll see. Today is day 3. who knows? We got 4 more days. So tomorrow's supposed to be rainy. And I mean, I was talking to my camp neighbors, Rick and Frank, and they're saying it's supposed to be really, really nasty. But I also talked to them about the same type of weather that was here on Sunday, and they said they hit some torrential rain coming. But I paddled it, and it wasn't that bad, for me at least. So it's all just play by ear kind of thing. I'm on the lookout for alligators now, because I love them. And I'd love to get one on video so that you can see them here on the Suwannee as well. I knew they were here. I was hoping to see one. I did see one. Now I'm hoping to get one on film so that I can see it in the future and you guys can see it when you watch this video. All right. I'll check in when I get to the little shoals and we'll see what that's about. All right, I can see little shoals ahead of me, and I can hear them too. So we're coming up on them, and let's see how bad it looks. I'm gonna go wide here. It's not looking bad at all. So this should be quite doable. Yep, I think so. I think I'm gonna stay left. So let's do it. Seems to be where all the water's going. So there's some rocks there. And here we go. Oh boy. We got our flats. Here we go. We're going into it. Okay. All right. And we're through it. Okay. Whew. And here we are. So I guess maybe that's my second experience with rabbits. Day 1 we had some and they were tiny, I guess, too. And we didn't even try to do big shoals. But little shoals, 0. KLR camper, 1. Still believe I'm behind on the scoreboard with the Suwannee, but that's okay. I'm having a great time out here, and I'm loving it. That was fun. That got my heart up a little bit because I've not ever done stuff like that. So I've just watched it on TV, and that's fun. That was good. That was great. And now we're onto a new section of the river. White Springs is definitely the next destination. There's some beautiful rocks over there. Or limestone, which I am in love with. I don't know why. I just love that layered texture that it has. It's just beautiful. Oh, we got a couple more little bubbles up here. So let's put that away. And must be some rocks under there. I'm gonna go right of it. Okay, oh, and we got more even, okay. So we're not through it all yet. This one I can't really see, but I think left looks the best. So we're gonna get over there. Turn, turn. Okay. Committing to my decision, not regretting it. It looks like the best route in my opinion, and I am absolutely a zero expert. So here we go. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. That was fun. That was awesome. A little bit of craziness. Saw some of those rapids like breaking and coming over the top of the boat a little bit. But we fared well. All right. And there's a tiny little ripple up here. We'll just go right of it. That was nothing like big shoals. I mean, gotta work my way up to that. One fella I met at the takeout to portage around it, he went and he never came back to the takeout, so I imagine he paddled it and went through the rapids. So good on him. If I did that, I'd be further down this river right now, that's for sure. All right, that was fun. Back to beautiful nature and scenery here, and got the sun out. The temperature's great. I think it's a high of 60 today. And then we're gonna paddle on to White Springs, and I don't know, we'll play it by ear. So we have a little bit more here. I'm gonna get to the right of it. It's beautiful. All right, let's get to the right. Okay, we're good. Yeah, you can see some rocks sticking out in the log. Okay. Something there. Okay. Maybe that's the last finally. I don't know. I'll take some more. They're fun. But I was just getting ready to relax and I saw that one coming up. I'm like, oh, we're not done. So that was cool. So we got some more. And then I see the bridge, which is, what bridge is that? It's going to be, I think, 41, if I can read that. And Wayside, no, that's not the name of it. I don't know. Anyway, there's a park up here too, a boat ramp. Ray's Wayside Park, that's completely different river. That's Silver River. But here we're gonna go right of these. It goes for a bit, and then we're gonna go under the bridge. Okay. Oh, that's a rock. Yep. Okay, that's the first one we hit. I didn't see it. Should have. But we're good. Okay. And I think for the most part, there's a little bit more up here. I think the right side is where the water's flowing mostly. So that should get us through. Okay, we're coming in it. Okay. Okay. And there's the bridge ahead. I can hear traffic driving over it. Can't really see them anymore. Just the sides of it. Oh. Oh, that's a train trestle. Okay. Behind it is the bridge. I just saw a truck. That makes more sense. And there's the boat ramp. They got a swing up top there. That's pretty awesome. You could take out there if you were so inclined. That's pretty cool. What is the name of that part? I think it's White Springs or something. I don't know. I'll find out later. Just turn. Continue with our paddle. We are in the Suwannee Conservation Area now. And it is just beautiful. Look at this. Oh man. You see that in front of me? That's simply awesome. It's a shelf with like roots under it, and it's awesome. Be a good spot if it was raining. And I'm not even sure what this is. Is it just rock or something? It's wet maybe? Could be limestone as well. I'm not even sure. Oh, that wind. Water just glistens off the bottom. It's reflecting. I don't know if the camera caught that, but it's pretty awesome. It's impressive to think that right now the water is at 55 feet, give or take a little bit. But sometimes it can get over to over 70 feet? That's 20 more feet of water in this river. Look at this rock formation of sorts coming up. Right there. It just goes. Some of these things look like fossils. The way that they're all cut out and carved. It's just, I'm a nerd, I guess. I don't guess. I'm a nerd. Just the layers are so neat. Gotta paddle a little bit. And up ahead is another one of those shelves where under it is eroded and above it is just like a deck, kind of natural deck. That's really impressive to me. I don't see anything jutting out, so I'll check in with y'all the next cool feature. We got something stirring the water up here. I'm not sure. It looks like I can go left of it. It's pretty calm, but it's a down tree maybe. I think that's exactly what it is. A nice little sandy beach here. Oh, we got past that. So we're parallel White Springs right now, and we're coming around to the bridge that I believe is 136, Highway 136. That's a tall bridge. That's not an alarming sound. Up ahead you can see the White Sulphur Springs building. It smells kind of like sulfur. Like rotten eggs, you know? I don't think we can make it in there. I've seen people paddling through, but it's sketchy. But we'll definitely stop and take a look at this outlet. Yeah, water's just kind of flowing out of it. Ooh, yeah, spun us around, so we'll just go backwards. It's forceful out of there. So that's White Sulphur Springs. We carry on. Let's turn around. And there we are. So I just came around a corner and he was sitting on a log, an alligator, has a little jaw open. He didn't mind that I was paddling by whatsoever. So yeah. I don't know what's causing this. Something under the water maybe? But it looks like we can just go right in the middle. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a huge rock. That's what these are. Wow, okay. But yeah, okay. I don't know if y'all got to see that. I couldn't really stop and turn the camera, but it was a huge rock on both sides. There was rocks. All right, well, we're still paddling. So a little history that intrigued me about this river as I researched and just learned more about it. The original inhabitants to this area of the Suwannee and such were the Timucuan Indians. Let me get this off for a second. Put that down here, okay. So yes, the Timucuan Indians were native here. And then the Spanish arrived in 1539. And on their way to Tallahassee, they killed lots of the native tribe on their way. And then, inhabited Tallahassee. So after European diseases, battles, slavery, and all those things through history, the Timucuan were killed off, and they pretty much ceased to exist. And then after that, the Creek tribe came down from Georgia and then occupied these lands. That is until Andrew Jackson came to Florida and, well, he did a bunch of bad and in the name of America and Americans, just kind of evil stuff, and history sees it one way. But ultimately, he drove all the Native Americans, tribes, he drove them out and west of the Mississippi into what is today known as Oklahoma. Although Andrew Jackson drove a majority of the native tribes out of here, some remained, and even Andrew Jackson's successors were unsuccessful in driving them out. And that tribe is what we know as the Seminole tribe today. And they are still here in Florida and thriving, I believe, with their businesses, casinos and such. So once the Americans were here, sawmills were made on the banks here, and they turned cypress, cedar, and pine into boards for construction. That White Sulphur Springs that we passed, that came to be in 1906, and I believe it was like the first attraction of Florida. And people came down here, movie stars, presidents, senators, high-class people, to soak in the bathing waters. Oh, there's a side-by-side over here. They're having fun. Hopefully they don't go in the river. I need my hat. Sorry about that, I needed my hat. Oh. So today, the Suwannee River District Management protects, maintains the river. It is an official Florida state trail. Okay, they're leaving. And despite the thing I heard about, they're trying to not allow construction and build up, there's quite a bit of people taking up residence on the banks. I don't know. They're having fun. So that's a little bit of history of the Suwannee River. Hope that wasn't boring. I find it intriguing. I really do. And I mean, with the Seminoles, they fought the Americans into 3 wars, yet they still remain. The Americans, were never quite successful at driving them out. So, kudos to them, because it's their land originally. But I do love living here, so I'm a bit torn. So up here on River Left is the Blue Sink Launch. It looks marked with some colorful flags. And there's some giant bricks over there. And it's a launch, not for boats, but yeah, it looks like a nice little canoe or kayak launch over there. It even has some stairs there to make it quite handy. Oh yeah, it looks like it's just a trail. That's definitely just for like kayaks and canoes. Ahead of us here is Swift Creek. You can see where the creek goes in. There's a rope hanging from the tree. And there's I-75 in the distance. I can see it. Let's Check out Swift Creek. I love all these little holes in it. Oh yeah, look, you can go in there. I remember seeing that before. It doesn't go far, but yeah. So next will be I-75. Okay, we're coming up on the bridge. It's a busy interstate for sure. I was on it for a bit coming here. Okay, look at this thing. Wow. Check out the branch stuck in the bridge. Must be from higher water levels and things. Ooh, rumbly. That's a neat experience. That was cool. So up on River Left here, I have it marked as a rest stop. I'm not sure what it is. Looks like there's a downed tree in the way, possibly now. I don't know. A spring or what? It goes back there. You could probably paddle through it. And I do see where you can take out up there and have a rest. I guess there's nothing there really. I don't know. If there was, I would have probably put it in there as something besides rest stop. So, oh well. We're getting there. Probably another half an hour and we'll make it. Down to one camera now. The SD card got full earlier on the rear camera, and I switched it to internal, which is about almost 5 gigabytes. But that's full now too, and the SD cards are in my big camera box, so we're just gonna have to work with this one. We are almost to Woods Ferry. It is around this bend. I'll turn the camera so you can see. But now is also a good time to ask you all, if you haven't already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then hit that tiny bell. It will let you know anytime I release a new video. And it helps me out, and it's completely free. And I would greatly appreciate it if you could do that. So let's get this turned around so you can see what we're looking at. So right around this bend, we'll come up on Woods Ferry. There she is. I think that's the boat to the guy I saw at the takeout. Maybe? Okay. Now we gotta get out of here as well. Okay, we got a bottom step available. Stabilize this some. Okay. Well, yeah. Put the boat on that step. That's good. Here we are, home for the night. Let's check it out. Fully enclosed screen room. We got hooks to hang the hammock in various spots. Ceiling fan, and there's electricity. So we are going to charge all our electronics tonight and get them nice and fresh. Fire extinguisher just in case. And this is Woods Ferry Campground, only accessible for paddlers like me. So that was the crazy walkway, and this is the pavilion, which is for communal use. There's a fire pit right here and some grills. It's pretty nice. The showers are over there, and I will definitely be indulging in that tonight. Hot water and all. The only thing is, my neighbor St. Augustine, and in my cabin actually, there's a boil water notice. So I only have a tiny little cup, so I'm gonna see if I can filter that. I'm gonna see if that's something I can do. Because I definitely need some water for tomorrow. I'm gonna head back to the cabin and start setting up, and then probably eat dinner and take a shower before bed. I'll check in with you all later. Hey guys, camp is set up. I have showered. I feel human again. Clean. That's a good feeling. And I was about to make dinner here. I'm going to show you the camp. So, again, we're going to be sleeping in the Hammock drummer. This time under a fan. I might turn that off, depends on how cold it gets. Right now I'm letting it dry the sleeping bag. Over here is our gear station. And then over here is our charging station. And then over here we'll make dinner. Oh, and I also want to check out the map. So I already have the stove ready. Let's see what our options are. Well, we've been doing luck of the draw, but I think I want to mix it up tonight. Let's see. Chicken and dumplings is an option. Beef stew. That sounds pretty good. That's breakfast. Mac and cheese? Not feeling that one tonight. And then that's breakfast. More granola. I got another granola. Well, what's hiding here? Oh, pad thai. That's my favorite. Let's see. Do I have two of those? Oh, man. Soy squeeze. No. Chicken tikka masala. I think think we'll do that. Chicken tikka masala. While that's boiling, oh, it's time for fireball. Whew, getting low. Tomorrow's day 4. Okay, so we can put this away. Salute to another day on the Suwannee River. Cheers, everyone. It's good. It's very good. It's got a lot going on in there. I imagine this is going to be good. With garden marsala seasoning, rice, cauliflower, and peas. Well, it looks like it's boiling. Let's see. Oh, it definitely is. All right. There it goes. I'll see you all in 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. I stirred it 5 minutes later and then resealed it. So let me see how this looks. It looks a lot better than it did. Let me show you guys. Oh yeah. See if you can get a look in there. Can you see in there? Can you? There we go. Yeah. So, I'm gonna see how this tastes. I am starving. That's good. Got rice on it. This is the closest I can get to a Taco Tuesday. All right, I'm gonna sit here and devour this, and then I'll be back with y'all. I want to show you the map, and then probably call it a night. Catch you later. All right, so I am behind on updating the map by a day and then what I did today. So we're gonna do that. So day 1 ended at Cone Bridge Boat Ramp. And then in the morning we started and we came all the way down here on day 2. All the way through all these mile markers, and there's not a whole lot going on. Except for the awesome scenery and such. And we get down here to 178. And that's page 1. We came and we paddled here. We got to Big Shoal. Excuse me for a second. Okay, so 178 was on the other map, and then we paddled down here to the Big Shoals kayak launch. That's where we got out and we went and used the restroom and filled our water bottles up. Then we got back in and we paddled down here to the Big Shoals takeout. So that's where all the rapids were and stuff. And then we put back in down here somewhere, I believe, and then we paddled all this way up here to little, oh, you're zoomed in. Oops. So, sorry, I had it zoomed in. So we put back in here, and then we paddled all the way down here to little shoals, and that's where we met those rapids. That was fun, and we came around them. We could hit a couple more, and then we paddled all the way down here, went past that boat ramp, and then we paddled here. Okay, past our outfitter, American Canoe Ventures, shout out. And then we came into White Springs and past Stephen Foster, and then the old spring house where the current was rushing out of there and pushing us around. It was kind of crazy. From there, we paddled past that down here. We were still like in Stephen Foster and come around here. And I think this green square here is actually the end of the Stephen Foster folk camp. It's a big area. But we kept on paddling and past that rest stop, Blue Sink, another rest stop, and then we kept paddling past Swift Creek and another rest stop, and then we got up here and we came up here and we paddled this little loop and came around and we're here. That was day 3. Put my marker away. So that's where we're at now. So what's for tomorrow? Tomorrow is supposed to rain. Let me bring the weather back up and tell you. So here we go. It says at 1 o'clock it's supposed to be a 10% chance, and that's 1 o'clock in the morning. And then it just gets worse as we go. 35% at 3, but like I'm waking up at 6. That's the time I want to wake up. But at 7 a.m., 100% chance of showers. And, you know, I haven't been getting on the water till 10, so it's 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 100%. 11 a.m., 100%. 12 p.m., 100%. And then at 1 p.m. tomorrow, it goes down to 80%. So it looks like it's just going to be a rainy day for the whole day, pretty much, the whole paddling day into the night. So I'm strongly debating of a 0 mile day. I don't know. We'll have to play it by ear. But if I do a 0 mile day, it goes back to what I said earlier in this video of not making it to Brantford for my exit and just paddling and enjoying this whole experience. And part of that is not paddling in the thunderstorm. Just saying. If the rain isn't too bad, then yeah, we'll paddle. But it just, right now, the weather, it just looks horrendous. So I'd rather stay under a roof where I'm dry, where I can relax, I can look over the maps, I can catch up on Instagram and whatever. If you're not following me on Facebook and Instagram, I highly recommend you do that. There'll be a link somewhere on the screen right now. See it? All right. Anyway, that's that for the map. I'm gonna clean up my dinner mess and hop in the hammock and call it a night. Oh. All right, guys. I'm gonna go to bed and I'll see you in the morning. I put my jacket here next to me in case I need that, but I think the sleeping bag in this shelter, I think that's gonna do just fine for the night. So I will see you all in the morning for day 4. on the Suwannee River. Good night.